Hi. Okay, so I was writing a blog post, but I think they're going to announce the 13th Doctor now. This is my What are they doing? I've had to turn off Tom because he was ahead of me on his live stream. He was going, it's happening. I'm like, I can't say anything. Oh my gosh, why does it feel like it's a woman? Though I saw on Twitter that if it's a woman, I'll eat my TARDIS hat. And I don't have a TARDIS hat, someone will have to make me one out of strawberries, and I'll eat them. It's gotta be a man. Those are man hands, right? It's oh my god! Oh my freaking goodness! Get out of the front TARDIS door! I should have made a bet. I wanted to bet on her yesterday and I forgot. Oh my god! Oh my god. Sorry, I can't breathe. Oh my god, I need to put my laptop down before I drop it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Jodie Whittaker, I'm really sorry that I said you had man hands. They're not man hands. Your hands are lovely. They're girl hands. Oh my fooding goodness. What the actual fridge door? What the actual Gallifreyan? Are you kidding me? Are you... I don't even care. I can see all of the mess that I have here because I need to pack. So everything's a mess anyway. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my fooding... Like, oh my... Oh my... Oh... Oh my god! Oh my god! You did it, Chibnall! Mr. Andy Pryor. Andy Pryor's casting director, by the way, if you're watching this and you're like, who's Andy Pryor? Who's she talking about? Who's she talking to? Miss Andy Pryor, thank you so much. Because, well, it's partly production as well. I don't know. See, I'm thinking like, maybe Stephen Moffat and Chris Chibnall would have been in the audition because they both have to write her. Unless what they do is, even though it'll say written by Stephen Moffat or written by RTD as did back then, maybe the person who takes over does still write the regeneration bit when it's a new person. But I doubt they'd do that. That makes no sense, like from a script writing point of view. It's like just write the whole script. But just so like Chris Chibnall knows what he's got to work with, but then Stephen Moffat's still writing her regeneration. So thank you, Stephen Moffat. Thank you, Chris Chibnall. Thank you, Andy Pryor. Oh my fooding goodness! Get out of all of the food doors, because I cannot deal with this. Oh man. Oh man, it's a woman. And you know what? Yesterday I was like, Jodie Whittaker, I've seen her act before, and I know that she's great. So I know. Oh my god. So I was thinking, she's a good actress, so it wouldn't be like it's a crap choice or anything. Obviously, she's Jodie Whittaker. But like at the same time, oh my, sorry, I can't get my words together. What are my words? What am I trying to say? I can't. Wait, what am I trying to? I'm trying to say things. I'm trying to form a sentence. And I just spat on myself, so that's the rules. Right. Okay, so I thought she was a good actress, so obviously she could act, but I didn't see her as a doctor, and I was like, oh, I'll just have to see her in it to know, but she's a good actress, so it wouldn't be bad. But then today I woke up and I was like, oh, actually she'd be a really good choice. And I was meant to like go out earlier and bet on her to see if they'd let me, because even though it's on the day, I didn't know if maybe I thought they might close it off at a certain time. And I haven't been out of my house yet today. Unfortunately. All I had to buy is toothpaste, and because shops shut at 5 today, do I want to rush all the way to Home Bargains? So I'd like to, because my teeth are getting sensitive. This is beside the point. Basically, I got a toothpaste from Wilko, which saves for sensitive teeth. My teeth still hurt now. I think they're worse than they were before I started using it. They just hurt sometimes, and I'm not doing anything. Well, like, I'll have a biscuit, and it's like, it's a biscuit. It basically has no temperature. It's not too hot, it's not too cold, or what is wrong with you? So, yeah, that's the end of that. So I don't know if I'm still going to go out, but the point is, I haven't been out yet, and I didn't bet, and I should have done, because when it was Peter Capaldi, I was like, oh, I wish I'd bet, because I would have had lots of money, because Peter had the high odds, and it was Peter and Jodie Whittaker and oh my blooming fooding volcanoing goodness. I meant to do an Instagram live, but I was trying to finish a blog post I have not finished. I'm still going to finish it because the people I thought of as a doctor are still people I thought of as a doctor, and I'm still going to post it. I've only written number 1, and I was about to write number 2, which I was going to put Richard Ayoade, and I was going to put Jodie Whittaker on the list because I saw her as having high odds. Then Jodie Whittaker would have been after Richard Ayoade, and I couldn't think of anyone after, so I was like, am I going to do 13? But yeah, and I thought of Ben Whishaw as well. I thought he'd be good. And Eddie Redmayne was going to be on the list as well. I wasn't going to properly do an order. The only one who's really number 1 is Tatiana Maslany. Which isn't, okay, but that's fine, because it's Jodie Whittaker. Thank you very much for finally giving us a woman! God. Took you blooming long enough. I think it took Stephen Moffat to do it, because he's dropped all the hints. I'm going to share my article today because it's a good day to do it. Oh my gosh, I look like a thing. I did try and do my hair, and then they did a thing and I just couldn't, and then I'm going to go back on. No, I'm not going to go back on Facebook because I wanted to do an Instagram live, so I'm going to do an aftermath Instagram live. Am I vlogging and doing a... Okay, there's quite a few Insta notifications. Someone's added to the story for the first time, and someone has started following me, so I'm going to look at this story. It's the Cardiff Food Festival! It's in Cardiff Bay! I'm going to look at what time it finishes, because then, basically, this was holding me. I was like, the announcement. Yeah. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Right, I may go to the food festival. And then come back and just do a heck of a lot of clearing. And then they would just... Oh, I can't. Right, Jodie Whittaker is going to be amazing. And do you know what I like the Doctor Who's doing now? What they're doing is... I was thinking about this yesterday as I was walking back from Iceland, because I was meant to go to Iceland and Hamburg. I didn't get to because I left too late because I had so much to do. But anyway, I was thinking maybe it'd be best if Doctor Who was an indie production, an independent production, as opposed to owned by the BBC or whatever, because then they could just do whatever they wanted to do because they felt like it was true to the story, as opposed to, yeah, but we can't because we have to please viewers, because we've got to get viewing figures, because if we don't get viewing figures we have less funding, we have less budget, we have less money, and it's a business, which, you know, production's a business, but it's less of a business when it's an indie production. You know, you've got business to a certain extent because you need to cover your expenses so that you don't always have to go, we won't pay you, but we'll give you food and water, which totally pays your rent, and it's good experience for your TV that's already long because you've been trying to get into acting for about 100 billion years, you know. So then you don't have to do that because, you know, you've got the backing for it. So that's always on your mind, even if you're doing an indie production. But you're like, I'm doing this because I want to, because otherwise I'd be doing something else. I don't have to do this independent production. I've said independent already, so you know that indie is independent, so I can just say indie now. I don't have to do this indie production. I want to, with every fibre of my being, so everything has to be right. So I'm writing the story, and I'm doing the story as the story needs to be told and wants to be told because it is right, you know, and you get to do that. Whereas when it's attached to other things, when you have to please funders and backers, it doesn't always get to be true to itself. So I was thinking that yesterday, and it turns out it doesn't matter because the BBC has literally, sorry for my, well, I'm not going to swear or anything, but I'm going to explain something and you'll see what I mean, so sorry about that. The BBC has literally put 2 fingers up / their middle finger up to anyone who doesn't actually like the show for the show, because this is the show. It's all about change, and I just didn't think they would do it yesterday because I was like, they haven't done it yet. Why haven't they done it yet? Although an article I wrote was like, are they going to do it now? Basically, because Stephen Moffat's dropped all the hints to what my article said. In Gyredd, if you're in Cardiff, you would have been able to pick up a copy. If you passed by the SU at the time it was printed, if you didn't, it's still available online, and I am going to tweet it out today, as well as tweeting out the 2 blog posts I've written. One of them is negative, and if your book is going to sound like it's overshadowing the news, the good news that we've had today, but I did mean to post it earlier and I just didn't get to, so I'm going to have to post it out today. and it's okay, not everyone's going to read it. I don't have like I'm not Zoella, it's not like everyone reads my blog or follows it. But I want more emphasis to be on the other blog, which is going to be at the top anyway, because it's a new one. And I think I'm going to write a blog post about what I think about this, because I'm just like verbally just chucking everything out at you that I'm thinking, and it's not really coherent. But I think it would be good to have it in one place, written in a coherent manner. I just didn't think they were going to do it. I was like, why haven't you done it yet? But I think it took Stephen Moffat to do it. It's not that RTD couldn't have done it, he could have done it, but I think for whatever reason, instead of people just being like, okay, you know, actually this makes sense because the Doctor can be anything, people need to, I say for whatever reason, but it happens in life anyway. It's not just, if someone says, would you like to eat a broccoli tart, and you've never had broccoli before, and they're like, would you like to have this entire tart? Are you going to say yes to having the whole thing? You're probably not. You're going to be like, actually, I'd like to taste a bit of broccoli first, see what that tastes like. Maybe you've had a tart before. You're not going to commit to having the whole thing, and maybe you have to pay for it. So you're like, I don't really want to say yes when I don't know if I'm going to like it or not. So even though just the Doctor just changing gender, it shouldn't be that big of a deal, because it's just what happens all the time. The Doctor's played by another actor, and this time this actress is a woman, and it's Jodie Whittaker, who's a fantastic actress. And if it had been Tatiana Maslany, that would have been like a hit in the jackpot as well, because she's a phenomenal actress. So the idea of someone going, oh, I'm not watching it because it's a woman, when it's Tatiana Maslany, would just be ridiculous. It would be like, what on earth are you doing, you know? But then people are who they are. Sorry, I'm being a Time Lord. I honestly, watch the end of Time, watch both parts. Time Lords just spit all the time, everywhere. I'm not kidding. If you watch the end of Time two-parter, you'll know what I mean. There is so much spitting in that two-parter, and it's always a Time Lord. There we go, it's fine, I'm just being a Time Lord. Today, I'm cosplaying as a Time Lord by just spitting everywhere. I'm sorry, I just have so much to talk about, and I'm just being French. I feel like, we have a word for spitting while you're talking in French, but there isn't one in English. Maybe that tells you everything that you need to know. Maybe just spitting while you're talking is just a very French thing. So I'm being French because I am French. I'm gonna possibly have some cheese today. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. But yeah, I guess maybe I need to like ease people into it, because as humans we tend to need to be eased into things. But there are some things which you think you don't need to be eased into that, do you? Just, for example, like, sorry, it stopped recording, and I've just had a text through. I probably know who it's from. Anyway, I don't even know what I was saying. I'm really happy about this, and yeah, sorry, there we go. Yeah, there are some things that you wouldn't think that you need to be eased into, because they just are. For example, you don't need to be eased into wearing clothes, you just will always wear clothes. But I guess you are eased into it in a way, because your parents put clothes on you and then you grow up and you wear clothes. I don't know, I feel like things like the Doctor just being a different gender, being a different colour, it shouldn't be something I need to be eased into. But anyway, the BBC did their thing, and Stephen Moffat did his thing when he was writing, and just the entire BBC did everything, and it was fantastic. Also, this was going to be a straight upload, and I'm annoyed I have to edit it now, because I already have to edit at least 3 other videos. I still haven't uploaded my last reaction video, because I'll explain it in the reaction video, because I have to edit it together, because I had an issue, and I still have an issue with it, because there's a clip that's like 2 hours long that I have to take, I think, 20 minutes out of, because the rest of it is crap because of the software that I use to film my live reaction videos. I also use this camera, thank goodness I did, because everything I filmed with this camera, there was a lot of it and it was really good, whereas the content from the other things, yeah, so I can only extract, I think, 20 minutes or 40 minutes out of it. But to do that, I need to convert it into a format that Movie Maker will take, because it's a fussy boots. So yeah, anyway, I'm rambling about things that you don't need to know for the purposes of this video. But yeah, I'm just annoyed that I have to edit this now, because I already have other videos, and it's a lot is piling up, and I don't want it to pile up, because I have other things to do. Right, I'm very happy about this. I'm very happy it's a woman. But not just for, just to clarify, because some people are like, oh, you don't need to have a woman, just keep it PC, politically correct. It's like, you know, some of us just want it to be a woman for a change, because the Doctor can change, to be a woman. Lots of people end up going, oh, so should Sherlock be a woman then? And I'm like, given that Sherlock was written as a man who is human and can't regenerate into a woman, then technically no, you could do like a woman version, and there's just a woman called Sherlock who's doing all the same stuff that Sherlock does. Like, okay, fine, but then if you have the same show and you just go, oh, Sherlock's generated into the woman, it's like, but Sherlock is a human being. So I get really annoyed when people just try and make comparisons that literally don't stand up. If you go, should James Bond be a woman? Given I've learnt this year that James Bond is just a name that's like a code that's passed on to different agents, that then differently get called Agent 007, then yeah, James Bond can be a woman, even though it would be a bit weird. Well, it's not actually, because in Britain they like to switch around names. They don't really have genders for names. And James Bond is British, so actually if you had a woman called James Bond, and though to me it's like that's weird, James is the guy's name, then yeah, that would work. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up because I know I didn't have long left on this camera. Thank you very much for watching. I'm really glad that it's a woman and that it's Jodie Whittaker. Like, I know she's a good actress. I'm really glad that the Doctor is hopefully going to be the Doctor and it's still going to be a woman. I don't want it to just be a woman if it was going to be a really bad actress. It has to be the Doctor, and I think she's going to be great because she's a fantastic actress and I can't wait to see what she does with the role. Yay! Thanks for watching and goodbye. I'm gonna go on Instagram now.